It's Memorial Day, a chance for most Americans to honor those who we've lost, and a chance for one American to honor himself. This is just another day. On this most sacred of American holidays, it's helpful to take a moment to remember the one immutable truth that's been shoved down our throats for years. No one loves the troops more than Trump.
There's nowhere else I'd rather be tonight than with some of the greatest American patriots of all, the men and women of the United States military.
People trust his leadership. They also know that a military led by Donald Trump is about what unites us as Americans.
No one, and I mean no one, loves and cares for our servicemen and women as much as President Donald J. Trump.
I love our military. You have a big military here. I love our vets. I've taken care of our vets like no president has ever done. I think nothing I've done is more appreciated. I think we've done a lot for a lot of different groups, but nobody's appreciated it more than the vets. What a beautiful group of people you are. You are good. I wish I looked like you. I would have been president 20 years ago if I looked like you.
Yes, because as everyone remembers, the 2004 election was all about looks. But the sentiment stands. This president appreciates more than any other president in history our men and women in uniform who gave their lives for our country, which is why on this Memorial Day, he decided to put politics aside and make a special appearance at Arlington National Cemetery to honor those who we've lost.
Their valor gave us the freest, greatest, and most noble republic ever to exist on the face of the earth, a republic that I am fixing after a long and hard 4 years. That was a hard 4 years we went through.
Yep, he made no mention of politics, not even an utterance about the prior administration or their policies, because discussions like that don't belong on a holiday such as this. July 4th, sure. Labor Day, why not? Easter? Yeah, the only reason Jesus even came back was to talk poll numbers, but not Memorial Day. No politics or not for today to discuss.
People pouring through our borders unchecked. People doing things that are indescribable and not for today to discuss.
You see, it doesn't belong in this setting. While Donald Trump would love to talk about the horrible non-white people flooding into our country, destroying our nation that was once great many years ago, then got great for 4 years, then was not so great again, but now is on the road to being great once more, today is not the day.
We're doing so very well. We're doing so very well right now, considering the circumstances, and we'll do record-setting better with time. We will do better than we've ever done as a nation, better than ever before. I promise you that.
Yes, as the commander-in-chief looked out on the faces of the people in that crowd, he knew that wading into the successes of his administration would be poor form. Grieving families looking to honor those that they've lost might find it insensitive, callous, or even beneath the office of the president, which is why he didn't do it. He followed the traditions of men before him. He came to Arlington, saluted the wreath, or as Trump refers to it, the non-Christmas time flower circle, and then stuck to his prepared remarks that he knew intimately.
And she quickly became one of the rising stars. She was an absolute winner. As a linguist, translator, and cryptologic technician.
Perfectly said. What's always set America's military apart has not just been our technologic and biologic advancements, but the psychologic makeup of our soldiers. You see, it's not just about the guns they carry, but something deeper than that. Sometimes heart is more important than logic. As you are articulating oh so beautifully,
we're going to have a big celebration, as you know, 250 years. In some ways, I'm glad I missed that second term where it was, because I wouldn't be your president.
Nice. Just because it's a somber ceremony doesn't mean you can't inject a little bit of humor. I think everyone's been to a memorial service that included at least a modicum of levity. Maybe it was a few comical anecdotes about the adorable quirks of the person who passed, or, in this case, a lighthearted reference to an election loss that the speaker spent millions of dollars litigating and multiple years denying, all to the incredible detriment of our electoral faith in our democratic system. Either way, a few laughs never hurt. Nor does a mention of God.
Most important of all, in addition, we have the World Cup and we have the Olympics. Can you imagine? I missed that 4 years, and now look what I have. I have everything. Amazing the way things work out. God did that. I believe that too. God did it.
Yup, at the Memorial Day service for soldiers who gave their lives for our country, Donald Trump told everyone in the crowd that unlike their fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters, who were apparently not a top priority for God, his life was graciously spared so that he could bless our nation with 2 ratings juggernauts. Look, today wasn't simply a holiday to honor the brave veterans who we've lost, or a chance for Americans to stand around their grills, alone and sweaty, while everybody else hangs out inside getting drunk and avoiding the mosquitoes, only to pop out every 10 minutes or so to ask if the burgers are ready. Nope, it was also what's known in politics as a layup. Since Trump got reelected, he has led the most divisive presidency that our nation's ever seen. He's threatened governors, vilified judges, taken bribes from foreign autocrats, stripped funding from our institutions of higher education, targeted immigrants, shredded our Constitution, and eroded our democratic norms. But today he was handed an opportunity on a silver platter, and not the type that Don Jr. uses to powder his nose. He was given a chance to make a speech that was devoid of partisanship and grandstanding, a chance to put politics aside and just honor the men and women that he himself claimed for years to have the most respect for. And he couldn't fucking do it, even though on election night, he promised that he would.
It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite. And we're going to try, we have to try.
Yeah, but not try that hard. Trump tries to unite the country in the same way that your girlfriend tries to like Yellowstone. It's about 5 minutes of effort before she's like, yeah, fuck it, it ain't happening. There were families who attended today's memorial service who did not vote for our current president, and there were some who did, but both groups deserve to hear our military members honored in a speech that doesn't cater to either side's preference at the ballot box. Today was Donald Trump's chance to finally put country over party. He could have held true to the very thing that he claims to care about, and frankly, it wouldn't have been a heavier lift than simply reading the words on the teleprompter. The bar is so low for this guy that if he's able to spout out a few platitudes without devolving into personal grievance for even 5 minutes, he would have won the day, a layup. And yet, not surprisingly, he failed. Regardless of party, all Americans deserve better. To have a sitting president treat our veterans and their families this way is insulting, disrespectful, and honestly, defies all logic. Before you go, if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more and support independent media, please subscribe to this channel. The subscribe button will be right here on the screen. But second, the reality is that we are now in a political environment where this administration can lean on any of the social media platforms to suppress certain voices if they don't like critical coverage. That means my longevity here is in the hands of a few tech billionaires who are already making it clear that they are willing to cater to this administration. To that end, signing up for my newsletter is a way for me to reach you directly if that ever becomes necessary. I'll put the link right here on the screen as well, so please sign up. It's free, but there's also an option to do a paid subscription if you'd like to support me and my team. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching.